Everybody, Big Mess Tuckasegee Fly Shop in Waynesville, North Carolina today. Just behind the camera over there. In front of me here, we've got the Norvise fly tying system. And I do get asked by folks about what my system is like. And so what I did today was I brought part of my system in from the house. Not everything, but I want to go over the fly tying system itself. The one thing I want to stress to you is that these products are available for purchase here at the shop itself and also at flyshopusa.com. If you don't see what you're looking for, feel free to call us at 828-488-3333. As we are going through the process of setting up the new website, the new store online, not everything has made it there, but we do have a lot of the accessories for the Norvise that are available for purchase, and we can ship them out to you. So the fly tying system, I've been tying on these systems for a long time. I bought my original system from Norm Norlander, who is the inventor of the Norvise fly tying system, but there's been some changes through the years. Norm passed away with cancer, and Tim O'Neill and his wife Michelle now own the company, and it's based out of Delaware. The vise itself, it has a lifetime warranty on the vise. There are options, and it's truly customizable to you and what you're tying or how you're wanting to tie. The basic components of the vise is going to be your vise section itself, and of course your post over here to the far right hand side. If you're left-handed, you just flip positions with this here. The inside of the components of the vise are all the same, whether you get a Legacy C. Legacy C stands for colored. This one is called Liberty Blue. The standard is black. Okay, so regardless of what you get, all the internal components are all the same. Also, one of the things I want to point out to you is that on the standard vise, other than being black, it's going to have brass hubs on it. I started off with the brass hubs, and those of you folks that are familiar with brass will understand that over time it will patina. You can keep the original shine if you like by using some Brazo or some Neverdull. For those of us that were in the Navy, Neverdull, we know about that. You know, shining the bright work will do wonders with it. As far as tying, they all do the same thing. You will notice here that I do have the larger Magnum hubs, and the benefit of the Magnum hubs is that you have more mass. So when you go to spin, the more mass, you get more revolutions per minute, RPMs. So you're going to spin that hook faster, which is going to rotate that thread quicker there for you. So if you're laying down a thread base or things like that, you'll see the difference in it. These are also stainless. I've had these for quite some time. As you can see, they look like the day they did when they were new. Over here on the post where I have my auto bobbin, there's a couple of things on here. This is the Norvise toolbar, and the toolbar comes with the toolbar and the attachment to where you can put it on wherever you want to put it, this post or this post. It has several holes in it for you to put bobbins, tools, things of that nature, Allen wrenches. And I also have the magnifier light. This magnifier light comes with a mount. It doesn't come with this mount. This mount is new, but it comes with a mount, and it plugs into an outlet via a USB, or you can plug this directly into a USB as well. It has the magnifier in it, and it has two settings on you plus the off, so it has a high and a low in your off setting. The base, the standard base would be a bamboo board. However, there are options for you, such as the granite base that I have here. It is much heavier, so when you go to spin it, it's a lot smoother there for you. I have friends who have purchased these vices, and they've made their own bases as well. The trash container, which you cannot see, it's probably the best tool out there, mounts right to this, and it's a large, useful basket that's actually not in your way. As far as hub options, I have all four, not hubs, my apologies, all four of the jaw options. I have all of those, I own all of those, and I'll go into the specifics of which ones I like the best and why and when I use those for you. Now, this is your standard jaw. This is the jaw that comes with the vise out of the box. I use this jaw more than anything else. I can tie, you know, larger flies down to, you know, some of the 20s if I want to with this particular jaw. It is a straight jaw, which puts us right in this perfect line here as well. Now, some folks will tie with a fine point jaw, and to change out the jaw, I'm going to take the Allen wrench, and we have a set screw right here. I'm going to insert the set Allen wrench in, rotate that, and I'm going to take the fine point jaw. I'm going to insert that into the hub itself and tighten it, and we have now inserted our fine point jaw. The new fine point jaw comes with a couple of these posts, so you can definitely change the angle of this. And as you can see, even as I rotate that there, it's still going to stay in pretty good line with the this true center axis in rotation here. It won't be exact perfect, but it's pretty doggone good. It does give you a little bit more accessibility to the back of the hook if that's important to you there. And that's in some cases where I see people using this particular jaw. I thought I would use this jaw a lot more, but I actually end up using the straight jaw for me more. You can decide of that, but it is a great option to have if you're going to tie some really small trout flies. It is on a cam locking mechanism here. So what you have, I'm going to take a hook here. I'm just going to grab a TMC 100 size 12. This is usually the ones I use in most of the time videos. So the way that you insert your hook in this particular vise and the way the cam works on it is, you see this knob right there? I'm going to put my hook in here, and I'm going to rotate that until it's onto the hook like that, and then I'm going to push my cam over to lock it in place, and it's there. Regardless if you have a fine point, the straight jaw, the large like saltwater type jaw, or the shank jaws, they all work the same. It's a cam locking system there, and it will hold your hook for you quite nicely. To remove it, you just reverse the steps on it. The next one I'm going to show you is one that I have used, and if you like to tie streamers for bass or muskie or anything, saltwater stuff, this is the jaw for you. This is the large saltwater jaw. I can tell you, I don't recommend this. That Braden, not my Braden, but another Braden, has actually put saltwater hooks in here, locked it in place, and picked his vise up. And it had the granite base on it, and it held. I don't recommend you doing that. I have bent hooks in this to show people how strong it will hold. It will do what it needs to do. But it provides you that great foundation when you're tying up those larger flies. You're putting a lot of torque. You could be spinning those hairs, and you're really torquing down on that hook. You can rest assured that this saltwater jaw here will do the trick. You can see actually where I've put a mark on here. I had that for, I needed some materials that ended a certain spot. So, you know, I did that. You can certainly do that. The latest jaw to come out is what we call the shank jaw. And the shank jaw itself, you can put it on here, and you see it's on a different hub. This hub, I'm going to show it to you, is actually in the center. But the shank jaw is basically a hybrid between your fine point jaw and your standard jaw, if we look at that. This is a popular jaw for those people who are tying a lot of the game changer shanks or other type of patterns like that. They like this jaw here. As you can see, we're truly in the center of what's going on here by having it shank. You're going to be, imagine that that bodkin right there. Let's see. Look, I just locked it in. So imagine that as your hook. This has been a little bit, but you can see what I'm talking about. Imagine that as being your shank that you're tying on right there. That's what's going to happen with it. But I can also remove that one there. I can put my hub back on. I don't know if you can notice in this hub, see how that's off center. But if you look at the top, that lines up where your hook is going to be, which is in the center of that particular hub, where this one is in the center. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put this on here, and I'll show you one more thing. And this is the flexibility that you have with this system, is you can do a lot of different stuff. I can actually put this jaw in here if I want to. I don't know how many people are doing this, if not, but it kind of gives you the same rotation that you do get with the fine point jaw. If we kind of look at where hook placement would be on it, if you just want to do it in a straight jaw. So it's totally modular, just like Totally 80s, totally modular. There, I threw it totally on you. And that's one of the neat things about the Norvise. You buy it one time. If you have any issues with it, Tim and Michelle are going to take care of you and make it right. You know, if you keep having issues with the same thing 4 or 5 times in a row, he's probably going to fix it and have a conversation with you about it and finding out what you're doing that cause it to happen. But rest assured, if you elect to go with a system like this, a little bit of a learning curve to go if you've been tying on a peak or something like that where you traditionally been doing this. This system is really designed for just to do a lot of rotating of the vise, whether we do it with a this way or we free spool it. That's really where this system is entirely different. Once again, lifetime warranty. We have these in the standard, we have these in the Legacy C, and there are several colors. This is the blue, the Liberty Blue. We have the purple. I don't know if we have a green in stock or not, but there's green, there's orange. Certainly the standard black. The toolbars, I'm looking there behind Justin. I see a black one now. We have a blue one in Silva. So any of these components can be ordered from us there. You can stop by the shop. We have one, there's one in Bryson City, there's one in Silva, and there's actually one in Waynesville. If you want to sit down and you want to spin it, they're here for you to try. FlyShopUSA.com, or you can call us at 828-488-3333. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section down below. I try to reply back to those just in case. Also, hit that like and hit the subscription button and hit that notification bell so when you know that new videos show up. We appreciate you folks for watching. We'll catch you on the next time video, guys. Y'all take care. Spin out some flies. See ya.